Hey, what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer, the owner of BachelorVegas.com. I'm standing today, guys, in front of the Venetian. That is the beautiful Venetian. And up on top over there is the Tao Beach Club. Okay, Tao Beach Club is located in the Venetian. And this place is rocking today. Okay, we got Steve Aoki up there. It's Sunday, arguably the best June day that I could ever remember here in Las Vegas. It's like 89 and sunny, which usually this time of year, if you don't know anything about Vegas, it's toward the end of June here, it can be 115. So I'm out here shooting because it's actually not so hot where I'm not sweating to death. And I'm going to tell you guys all about the Tao Beach Club for 2026 and beyond and what we got cooking over here. All right. So if you're interested in coming to this place, you can get in via 3 different ways. You can get on the guest list, typically on a Thursday, Friday, or Sunday. It's pretty easy to get in via guest list. Usually guys and ladies are free. Saturdays is another story. Probably a big line, big DJ. And the guys are usually going to pay. Girls might still be free, but you're going to have to wait. All right. If you want to buy tickets, probably that's going to be your best bet for a Saturday. You can also buy tickets for a Tuesday, or Friday or Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but probably really don't need them, okay? And then if you want to get bottle service, you can get that just about any day they're open, and they are open from Thursday to Sunday, and their Thursday party is probably the best place to go on a Thursday. It's not great anywhere on Thursday, but this is going to be the better of the choices. Your other choices would be Marquee and Palm Tree Beach Club and maybe Liquid, but this one's probably going to be the best one, I would think. And then Fridays are pretty good here. Generally, I've been putting some mid-level talent. You'll see like a Cedric Gervais, maybe a Duro here on a Friday, and it's actually pretty good. I recommend this place highly on Friday. And then the Saturday party's always slammed. You're going to have the big hitters here, the Aokis, Martin Garrix's, potentially Alesso, Tiësto. They're bringing all the big hitters over here. He's Fisher once in a while, and he's probably arguably the hottest guy they have right now for the Tao group. And then Sundays, most of the time they bring somebody in kind of mid-level. Today they had Aoki. That's kind of a high-level Sunday guy. When he's here, obviously it's going to be slam. On other Sundays, they might have like a Tyga or some kind of like former like a Fat Joe or something like that. Okay, it's going to be pretty good on Sundays when they have somebody. When they don't have somebody, it's going to be kind of average. All right. Say for example, they don't have anybody big or medium even here, and then they got somebody over at Palm Tree Beach Club or Encore Beach Club. Well, that's probably going to be the party to go to. So if you want to hit me up on the weekend you're coming out here, my cell phone's above 773-459-8133. I can take a look at the schedule, see what's going on around town. Saturdays are going to be a slam dunk everywhere pretty much, but Fridays and Sundays you might want to consider who's playing where. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, if you want to get into this place and you want to get some bottle service, that's where I come in. Okay, I'm a VIP host. I really don't deal with the guest list so much. I do sell tickets. You can hit me up for my link for that, but I do book bottle service mainly. You can book online through my link or book it in just regularly. Just let me know. I'm here to help. So let's talk about the different sections. Now, the pricing, on Thursdays is actually very reasonable. And Fridays is very reasonable as well. Sundays very reasonable. Saturdays can get pretty pricey, depending on the artist and what the demand is. Okay, the top tables here are going to be your bungalows. Okay, you have if you're looking at the DJ, there's a row of bungalows to the right. I believe there's 3 over there, and then there's another row kind of behind you. If you're looking at the DJ, of bungalows past the main bar, and then there's a row from I think it's 2 to 6. The bungalows along the looking at the DJ on the left-hand side. Okay, they all have a plunge pool that they share. Okay. It's not your own pool, so you don't have your own pool, but you do share with the other bungalows, and it's pretty good-sized pool, so it is comfortable. My customers typically my personal customers like the bungalows 2 through 6, that row over there, a little bit better. The ones to the right of the DJ are considered really the primest ones, but I don't know, my customers seem to like the other ones better, and then the ones across me, I'm not as huge a fan of those, but they're still pretty good. They're all pretty good, okay? My favorite is, like I said, 2 through 6 would be the ones that I would book if I can get those for you guys. Sometimes we might have to tip to get those, but it's worth it, okay, in my opinion. But they're all pretty good. Any one that you get, I think you're going to be happy with. Like today, my customer booked a 10-day lounge table, which is kind of like more toward the back, and it was a $2K minimum on Steve Aoki, and he got upgraded to a bungalow. So it just goes to show that the demand is on a Sunday, even for Steve Aoki, all right? And for $2K minimum, get a bungalow with Aoki in town. That's pretty awesome. So the next level down is going to be your Lotus cabanas. Okay, there's 4 cabanas directly across from the DJ. The pool's in between the DJ and the Lotus cabanas. Those are the same size as the bungalows, but they just don't have the pools in front of them. Okay, so those are going to be one step down in terms of the cost. And they're roomy, big. They got TVs, fans, misters. Usually they have air conditioning in there in the summer when it's really hot. They put an air conditioning unit in, and they do that for the bungalows as well. So those are pretty good. Just a little less cost. If you guys aren't planning on going in the plunge pool, then maybe a Lotus cabana would be just fine. Okay, and then the next level down from that's going to be your 10-day lounge. At one time they called these cabanas, but they're not really cabanas. They basically have a canopy over the top of them, and they have an L couch in there and a nice table. You have a nice bit of room, but they're not cabanas, so that's why they call them lounge tables now. And those are pretty good too, not too expensively priced. You are kind of far back from the DJ, but there is a bar behind you, so you do get some action from the bar, and then you do still can see the DJ from there. So they're pretty good tables for the price. All right, today was supposed to be 2K, and the 2K got moved up, so probably 1,500 1Ks. We're getting the 10-day lounge on a Sunday with Ale. All right, now then you have your regular day beds. Okay, those are going to be kind of spread throughout, mainly. Kind of in front of the 10-day lounge tables. There's a lower level down, and those are going to be your regular day beds. Now, there are some that are a little bit bigger than the others. So if you have a group of, like, say, 5 girls, the smaller one might be just fine. If you want a bigger one, maybe for a group of 10, I can get one of those too. So sometimes in order to get like 2 side by side, which I've done for groups of like 20 before, we have to tip. What's cool about the larger day beds, they have like a little insert that kind of pulls out of the middle, and you can have them take it in back, and you can make that more like a beach couch. Okay, so I could do like that for groups of like 10, and if you got a group of like 20 and you want to put 2 day beds side by side, if you can't really swing a cost of a Lotus cabana or a bungalow, then 2 day beds might do the trick. All right. Those are going to be your regular day beds. Then on the pool level, those are going to be your prime day beds. Okay, you have a row of prime day beds. If you're looking at the DJ to the right, and then just to the right of the DJ, there's some really prime ones that are right there next to the DJ, essentially on the dance floor. But they're kind of small. They're on an angle, and the area that you have in front of your day bed is kind of small. You only fit about like 4 or 5 people there. They're supposed to be technically for 6 to 8 people, but it's tough to fit 6 to 8 people on those. They are roped off from the dance floor, but the bed itself is kind of small, and the area in front of the day bed is kind of small. So just keep that in mind. If you got a group of like 6 dudes, you might want to consider a regular day bed instead of a prime day bed. But either way, you're going to be in the action in those prime day beds, and those are pretty good. All right, I do like those for like groups of girls and whatnot. Yesterday, for example, I did have a group of girls that had bought a prime day bed, and I actually moved them up one level to the premium terrace tables just above them to the right of the DJ, and they had a little more space, and they had a roped off area, which they liked a lot better than being right on the dance floor, kind of crammed in one of those prime day beds. Okay, so sometimes it might make sense to do a terrace table, one of the prime ones with a tip or whatever, to make the group a little more comfortable. All right, so then you do have your you had your day beds, your prime day beds, and then you got your terrace tables. Now those are kind of spread throughout. They are a little bit inexpensive, like on a Tuesday and a Friday, or a Thursday and a Friday and a Sunday. You can get those for like $250 minimum or even $500 minimum. Saturday's obviously going to be a lot more, but they are pretty good. They're in the action, and you just got a little bench couch, but you do have a table in front of you, and you got a nice area to kind of stand and watch the artist, and you're in the action. Okay. Now there are a few terrace tables that are on the pool deck. Generally, to get one of those, you're going to have to tip for those. So if you want one of the ones right on the pool deck, those are almost as good as a prime day bed. But, obviously it's just like a bench couch. All right. So those are all your sections. I mean, that's pretty much it at Tao Beach. It's not one of those complicated pools where they have 15 different sections. You have basically like 6 different options, and, we can definitely help you out there. Now, you do have a couple terrace tables that are up behind the main bar that are kind of out of the action a little bit, but I've had customers that have had those, and they like those. Okay. So they actually like being a little bit out of the crowd and the craziness, and they'd rather be a little bit further back, and they can enjoy the show from a little bit of a distance. Okay. So if you want one of those terrace tables in the back behind the main bar, there's like 4 of them up there. We can get you one of those as well. They're actually not that bad. I do kind of like them, actually, if you just want to chill out with a girl up there and just enjoy the scenery, if you will. All right. So make sure you hit me up. Again, my cell phone, 773-459-8133. I'm happy to help book your Tao Beach table, give you some advice and where I think your best table would be for your group or yourself. And I'm happy to help. They do have some stage tables behind the DJ as well. Generally, those go to girl groups and whatnot, or like super VIPs. So if you have something like that, you want to get one of those tables, we can request that, and I can make that happen as well. So just keep that in mind. And we do combine this space with like packages and whatnot. So if you want to do like a brunch, potentially maybe a limo service here and there and back, you want to do like a Top Golf afterwards, or potentially a strip club or something, we can make that happen. So we have all kind of custom-made packages for guys and girls, bachelor, bachelorettes, etc. And we're here to help. So I'm Brian Pfeiffer, and I'm going to sign out here from the Venetian and the Tao Beach Club. Make sure you like this video. Do subscribe to this channel for more if you like the content, and bang the notifications bell. I'm Brian Pfeiffer. Looking forward to working with you and help plan your Las Vegas trip. Let's talk soon. Goodbye.